We're back with some more Forsaken.
Thermal power station. Built into the heart of a thermal vent, this shock-proof station still remains largely intact. It was used by the military as a stronghold during their salvage operation. You must deactivate the lava engine to escape through the pipes to the surface. Alright, we're starting. Hopefully there was not too much interference from the fact that the table that I've placed a microphone on top of is very wobbly, but it's either that or you guys are getting some echoey ass audio, and I don't think anyone wants that. So, this level has a really fun gimmick, which I hate a lot. So basically, some of the boxes are actually integral to progression and you have to destroy them, but they look no different from the ones that aren't. At least I swear to God I remember that. Also, this is like the first level where they actually start to incorporate these vents that have these blue mines that are just absolute dicks. I talked about them in the last part. They're the worst. Absolute worst because they deal a million damage. And you don't have that many hit points, but they deal a fuck ton of damage and you die. And they have a chain reaction thing going on. So if I remember correctly, actually, this might be the section, like, hold on, let me just take these guys out, go over here, make sure we're still yep, oh, take some damage, of course, incoming. That's supposed to warn you. It really is. It's supposed to give you a heads up as to where, like, something's coming, but it never really works. So, I think no, not this one, one of them. Let's see, maybe it's not even in this part of the level. It might be a different part of the level. It might be a different level entirely that just looks the same as this one. But as you can see, thank God for the map, because this right here is in fact destructible. See? So I just gotta shoot it. And it's dead. Now, I hate this part. Here's what's gonna happen. If I go up, they tempt you, right? With some items. I think that's what happens. Hold on, let me see. I'm probably gonna... Oh, fuck. Yeah, there you go. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Out. There you go. Okay. And I think we're still alive. Hopefully. Yes, we are still alive. Good. Why am I moving my head around as if that's going to make a difference on this 1080p window on a 1440p display? It's not going to make a difference. I can already see the whole ass screen all at once. But that's called immersion, you see? When you get really into the game, like with a racing game, when you move the controller around, and that doesn't actually help. Although, considering that was it the PS5 controller that like added these? Well, I know the PS3 controller added like 6-axis, but I'm pretty sure they've started to really overhaul that in the current generation. So maybe that can make a difference. I don't know. Here's something that kind of bothers me about this game. I just destroyed these two, right? And they're broken. What about these? They look the same, but nope. They are indestructible. Why? Could you really not spare the extra texture resolution, like the extra textures in general? I mean, this game was initially... This is a very PC-ass game. It is on console, yes, but you can tell they prioritized PC for this. It was even a piece of benchmarking software as well. A lot of the information I know is from LGR's video. That's a really great video that not that many people watch, you know, relative to the size of his channel. If I got those views, I'd be fucking stoked. But, like, relative to the views that he should be getting, that didn't get that many. Which is rather disappointing. But to be fair, it wasn't The Sims. Go figure. Yeah, this game has a really weird habit of just like shoving you in these really claustrophobic areas with enemies that shoot rockets that like, they aren't hit scan, but they might as well be hit scan. Because they go very, very quickly and then they spawn a bunch more enemies. I do love that like effect, the wormhole weird flare effect that happens whenever an enemy spawns in. That's really cool. Shield. I also adore the announcer. Sounds great. I used to think that they were making fun of you though. Whenever my shields were low, in my head it sounded like so slow. No, they're saying shields. Wait, before I pick that up because it's a timed power up. Let's see if there's anything else I can do over here. No, oh, wait a second. No, wait, I'm just looking at this. But as you can see, there's a bit of unexplored terrain right here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I can go in. Is this like a secret or... Solaris. Solaris? That sounds familiar. Okay, good thing there wasn't a bomb in there. Because sometimes, I swear to God, I remember a section in the game where they would put a bunch of items down and then a fucking bomb right at the end. That's a very Serious Sam thing to do. But this was before Serious Sam, to be fair. You know, I have this really weird thing with game remasters and game release dates. How do you... Well, for one, I've talked about this before in, I think, my Ridge Racer video, where they felt kind of arbitrary because it's like, well, yeah, the game came out whenever, but it still feels fresh. And that also, as someone who creates content for the internet based on existing things through periods of time, aka video games, I'm always aware of like how relevant, how current the game is, because clearly I'm playing a game that's not all that relevant, really, even with the remaster. Although I haven't not taken notice of the fact that my most successful Vivid Noise episode was of Risk of Rain Returns, which at the time was already kind of old, but it was definitely the most relevant game I'd covered. But I'm not going to let that skew what I do, because I'm just not super interested in most current gaming. I am glad that there's lots of all these like remasters and remakes happening that keep, you know, the classics mainly just accessible from a technical standpoint. I don't care about like preserving the, like updating the standard of quality, because that's fucking arbitrary. It's like, oh, how many polygons, whatever, as long as I can see what the fuck I'm looking at, I don't care. This game looks as good as, what the hell? What the hell just happened? Okay. But it's more so the technical aspect, as in literally just getting the games to fucking work. Because let me tell you, old games... So I had this weird phase that I was almost thinking of turning into a series that I didn't, because it would have been kind of dumb. I was planning on calling it, like... What was it? Overthinking Game Demos. Or Overthinking Demos, like OTD or something like that. Where I, like, try and contextualize the limitations of a game demo into... whatever. I think I kind of did that in Vivid... Well, not really. It was the Charlie the Duck episode of Vivid Noise. But point is, when I was going through that phase, I realized something. That nothing kills game compatibility over the years more than DRM, actually. It's not driver updates. It's not new graphics APIs. I mean, that can be a factor, too. But, like, the fact that I was able to get the demo version of fucking Daikatana... Of course. You know, I was able to get the demo version of Revolt, Quake Free, all these games, no problem on modern Windows. You know, Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed, that game is a mess on modern Windows, not just because of DRM, but just in general. And yet the demos for that game, both the main, like, official, you know, EA demo, and also the Texaco demos that LGR did a video on many years ago, he's archived them, legend. Yeah, those demos are fucking flawless, technically. I don't think I've ever had them like crash, you know. But the main game, oh no, that thing is a fucking disaster. Okay, no. If you patch it using the VROC pad, I forgot the exact guy. I believe that he either put it up against a paywall or behind a paywall, or he just removed it straight up for. So I mean, you can still find archives of it though. It's still available on places. I don't know if I can say. Can I say PC Gaming Wiki? I mean, come on, like, that's not really the kind of place that you're not... Okay, clearly I'm supposed to go back. There you go, this inconspicuous looking thing, you're supposed to shoot that, and that's where you go. Reset, but the fuck... Okay, we got these traps, these Quake-ass traps. They go from the bottom of the screen. I don't really use my nitrous too much, which is interesting because I like going fast, but in this game it's like you already go pretty fast when you move, and it's not so much about speed and more so about maneuverability. Also, full disclosure, yeah, this part is just going to be this level, most likely. The levels in this game get pretty long. They then get a little shoulder. Yes, I'm great at this. They get a little shorter later on. I've gone through, I've beaten the whole game, and what I'm doing right now is I'm basically just going through my completed save file. Typically for this series, I would create a brand new save file, obviously. But right now, I just have my current save and what do you call it? You can actually see how long it takes you to beat particular levels, right? And so I've decided that, like, this is definitely going to be a single level venture, right? Because it's just a fucking chungus of a stage. And not even so much that it's that big, it's just the way it's designed. But if select few stages are shorter, then yeah, sure, I'll do a couple of them. Like the first episode was just, was like 3 levels. Okay, there's nothing here. The teleporter has been deactivated. Good. You know, I should probably pay more attention to what the hell's going on. Yeah. This is a blue area, which means I haven't been here before, so that's good. That's like the best part about the map. Like, a map on its own is kind of useless for me, to be honest, because I'm absolutely terrible at figuring out where to go in games, just in general. But when they're when it's colored this way, I can like, I haven't been here before. Yes. And that's what makes this feature so great. I am not going to stop gushing over it. You know what else I'm not going to stop gushing over? The music. Because the music in this game is insanely good. Oh no, I don't want to say it. I like it better than the Revolt soundtrack. Same people. Because, well, I mean, that game was my childhood, man. It's like, I played that shit so much. And what's funny is that, like, even as a kid, I kind of had an idea as to how old the game was based on how it looked. It's like, or based on whether or not it ran on my shitty PC as a kid. But with Revolt, it's like, I cannot comprehend that game came out a year after this. You know, it's like, yeah, it looks better, but it looks so much better. It still looks good thanks to its art direction. Fuck, okay, I make sure to select, oh shit, the game doesn't do that modern game thing where it slows down time. Somehow I haven't had to enable God mode even once. And yes, I know I'm on easy mode, sure. But again, this is a game from the time when easy doesn't actually mean easy. There are very few games from this time when that is the case. Actually, Descent, the game that inspired this, yeah, Descent 1 and 2 are piss easy on the trainee difficulty, right? The only thing that'll kill you is the time limit at the end if you can't make it out in time. Other than that, though, you will never die. Pretty much, or at least it's very difficult to die. And you know, fuck it, I'm just going to reveal a couple things related to the learning experience of doing an actual, real-time, not scripted like Vivid Noise, Let's Play. I literally just recorded the first part, right? And I dropped it into Sony Vegas to edit it down, because I said I wouldn't be doing too many edits, and I can already tell you this episode will probably not have as many edits as the last one, because I'm talking way more. It's just about how much shit can I spew out of my mouth, right? Well, the thing is, I realized something. I need to work on my fucking projection. Like, I need to speak in a way that's much more upfront, that has presence to it. Because I found that, you know, some of my recordings sound a little, I don't want to say a little mumbly. No, I like to think that I don't just talk like this. No, I don't just talk like that. Obviously, you wouldn't do that for this kind of video. It's just the problem is, when I relax a little too much, I just, you know, I fall into this really bad habit of not having great projection. Obviously, when I'm doing like a typical, this motherfucker respawn infinitely. He better not. Ooh, golden power pod, right? Yeah, eat shit. There you go. Cool. But the point is, right, when you're doing a conventionally narrated video, oh yeah, absolutely, you gotta keep that up. But that's because the conditions are different. The thing about live commentary and recording is that it's not a controlled environment. It's just like with live music. It's not a controlled environment, right? You're not like, I may be in my home studio or whatever, aka a computer and a microphone. There's not even any fucking padding on the walls, but my room is so small it doesn't really matter. Does that make it seem like I live in a tiny little... No, it's not tiny or anything. It's got plenty of room. It's just that, like, it's not quite big enough for it to create, like, reverberation or anything, which is great. You know, it's a great middle ground between, like, living comfort and audio quality for someone like me. That wouldn't really matter if I were, like, a normal person who doesn't find enjoyment in creating videos for people on the internet. But you know what? I find satisfaction in that, and that's why I'm doing it right now. And there you go, I fell back into that. Did you notice? Did you feel it? Did you hear it? How I kind of wasn't speaking quite as clearly as I was supposed to. There it is again. So now that's going to be the main thing. Just getting that clarity across. Whether or not I'm talking all the time, fuck it. That's what editing is for. So if I shut up at some point and lose my train of thought, I can even just straight up stop the recording, listen to what I was talking about, figure it out, and kind of go from there. Basically just like a live version of Vivid Noise. What do I call it? Vivid Live? No, I'm not going to call it Vivid Live, because that's stupid, and I don't even know why I called it Vivid Noise. Did you know that Vivid Noise is actually a Japanese rock band, I think? Japanese pop band. I'm not sure exactly, but I looked it up. I was like, fuck. Okay, there you go. I looked it up. I was like, wait, hold on. Is this actually a thing that I'm stealing inadvertently? Yeah, it turns out it is. And they're okay. I don't really listen to them, but, like, you know, I just looked them up, and I was like, oh, interesting. Apparently I've stolen someone's name. I mean, I guess it's better than having my whole ass YouTube channel name seem like a ripoff of that one Russian YouTuber with the blue logo as well. You wonder why I changed? So that I wasn't just him, you know? Even though my content is very different. I don't cook Eastern European stuff. Although, funnily enough, I totally could, like, do that. I have the accent. I can literally pull off a Eastern European person trying to actually speak English. You know, I mean, obviously I've attracted quite a bit of a Western audience thanks to this gift that I have. Like, honestly, I think it's pure luck. I have no fucking idea how I developed this way of speaking. I do have to keep it up, though. I have to be active in, like, I have to think actively about it. I can't just let it happen, because then it doesn't happen. You know, right now I'm very conscious of how I pronounce every single word. I remember back in the fucking, the most popular video I did in my typical review series, the Tony Hawk video. Some dickhead was like, fucking, no, I mean, I would never ever like have a problem with anyone watching my video. The fact that you took time out of your day to watch it, thank you so much. It's like amazing. But anyway, you're still a dick about it though. The fact that he was like, oh, he said, what the hell was that? Oh fuck, another mercenary. Yeah, of course. He was like, he said 32-bit, and yeah, it does sound a little weird because it's supposed to be 32-bit. I mean, to be fair, there are some native English speakers who genuinely say, oh wait, is that the end of the level? Holy shit, that was okay. Awesome, we're done with the level. Cool. I'm not gonna read the next bit because I don't want to give away what the next level is gonna be. It's not like Google exists; you can just look it up. But yeah, I totally understand the criticism though, and I will work on that. I mean, I believe I've already worked on it quite a bit. Either way, yeah, I'm gonna see you guys next time with again either Mega Man 11 or Mario Sunshine, or tune in I guess next week for another episode of Forsaken. See you then.